You don't need the perfect circumstance. I've seen people in worse positions than you go out to be millionaires, billionaires with abs, muscles. Let's start off with physiques. I hate when people say I don't have the genetics for it. My family weren't born with good genetics, so I didn't get them. I don't care. I've seen people go from 300 to 220 pure muscle. So don't give me the excuse that your parents are the reason why you're fat or scrawny. I don't care what the excuse is. You go in that gym and you try your best. Okay, the reason that you're blaming other people for your circumstance is because you can't put the work in. You don't have the discipline to put the work in so you could be shredded, so you could not be fat. You decided this. You decided to be a loser. You decided to be fat. Don't come at other people and say that it's your fault for the way I am. It's your fault the way I am. No, 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 no. You can't be like that. It doesn't matter. And I hate people who say, my environment, I grew up in the hood. There's shootouts everywhere, robberies here and there. It was hard not to get in the game. Are you, what? It was hard not to get in the game. I think it's hard to get in the game. You don't just join a gang and be like, oh, it's hard to get in the gang. No, it's hard to get out of it. It's hard to even get in it. If you stay at home, read books, and try to actually start a business, it will be hard for me to rob a bank. It will be hard for me to even get in a gang. It will be hard for me to pull out a gun and tell somebody, give me all your money and jewelry. I think it's harder to do that than read a book. So the fact that you make an excuse that you live in an environment where everybody does it, where everybody does cocaine, everybody does heroin. I've seen people in my street doing heroin. And do you see me chewing up a heroin? You see me doing crystal? You see me doing coke? Absolutely not. Okay, once you start getting addicted to your surroundings and your circumstance, and you start blaming your own current circumstances, that's when you fall. And if you really want it that bad, you will move environments. If you're tired of being in the hood, move out to a suburban neighborhood. Move out farther than that. Don't stay in the same place and then be like, oh, I'm getting the same results as these people. I'm hanging around a bunch of fat people. I'm hanging around a bunch of people who do drugs and drink and then say, I want to be different though. No, it's not going to happen. You got to change your environment. If that means getting a job, saving up a little bit for rent, then that's what you have to do. But you can't blame your circumstances because your circumstances could always change if you decide to change them. You have the control to your life. You could change it. You could move out. You could choose not to be fat, but it's all up to you to change.
If where you at currently right now isn't where you like to be, if you're struggling, if you're hating your life every single day, then it's all up to you. Let's say you didn't grow up with the best parents. You didn't grow up with the best money. You didn't grow up with the necessities that you needed. This should do nothing but motivate you even more. Maybe the littlest thing you could do is get a job. And then after that is by making more money than just the check that somebody else is handing you. Money that you can make on your own without having to leave the house. All right. This should do nothing, like I said, to motivate you. You should be doing anything possible. You think people across the world in war countries that are torn apart, you think if you gave those people a job application to sign up to this job and you say you're going to be paying them $800 every 2 weeks, they'll call anybody stupid and not take that hand. Why? Because their current circumstances motivating them to work even harder, regardless if it's a hard labor job, regardless if it's in the hot weather. They will take that job regardless because they never had money like that. They're motivated to do anything and whatever it takes. Unlike you got comfortable by your surroundings. You're looking at everybody else that everybody else has a better job, everybody has a better car, so you need to be like that. Not really. You're over here complaining that my life ain't the way I wanted to be because I don't have the better car. This guy has a better car than me. This guy has a hotter girlfriend than me. He has more money. How does he have more money than me? You're telling yourself that you're not going to start this business. You're not going to start this side hustle because you don't have the money like everybody else. Oh, look at these rich people. They had rich parents. Someone was handing them money. Everybody was giving them a handout, the connections, the mentors. I don't have all this stuff. How am I going to become rich? So my life is going to be harder for me. I might not even become a millionaire. No, you're telling this to give yourself the approval to not work hard. That's your problem. It's just you're not working hard enough. The problem isn't that you don't have the money. The problem isn't that you don't have the connections. You build the connections through hard work. It's not just a game where you get to buy connections. You get to buy more money. This is not a game. You have to build yourself every single day. You have to build your connections, the people around you, the money, the mentors, and everything as a man must be built. Nothing is given to you as a man. You're born with no value. You must build everything that you desire to have.